Right, so here is the maddest PEV available right now. The Kingsong S9. And yes, it's a basketball. But hold up, Tom, how do you ride this thing? Well, this thing has a hidden feature. 2 little buttons. Yeah, it's a EUC. How mad is that? It's got like a little basketball grip tape. It's like the maddest thing I've ever seen. So yeah, so this is from Kingsong. And if there's a little small button here, it has RGB lights built into it as well. And when the pedals are down, you get this like foam grip on the side to cushion your feet. But yeah, this thing is absolutely bananas. And then simply click and you've got a basketball straight away. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I just want a big shout out to Is Eis for having me down to do a feature on this EUC. So if you guys don't know who Is Eis are, they're an international PEV company specialising in a wide range of PEV accessories and forms of transport. So they sell stuff like EUCs, scooters, and a wide range of different PEVs in that demographic. So if you're looking for a small wheel or a large wheel, they have all the different options available to you. Also, they do protection, clothing, and accessories for all your PEVs as well. So big shout out to Is Eis. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to come down and take a look at the Kingsong S9. So let's talk about some of the absolutely insane features of this EUC. So some of the features of the EUC. The top speed for this EUC is a whopping 6 miles an hour. Now, I don't know about you, I'm terrified of going 1 mile an hour on this thing because it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, but it's the most funniest thing I have seen, and I just had to come down here and shoot it. The motor for this EUC is 250 watts and with a peak output of 500 watts. So just a tiny little EUC, just for novelty purposes. So the battery on this EUC is 155 watts, so it's only a dinky little battery with an estimated range of 7 miles range, or about 10 kilometers. So this is kind of the maddest thing I've ever seen in the PEV world. So it's just kind of a novelty thing. The advised weight limit for this EUC is around 60 kg. I'm 100 kg, so this is kind of more for like kids or extremely light people, and just for novelty or just kind of mucking about on this. This isn't really dedicated for off-road or outside riding. This is kind of just for like around the house or just, you know, whizzing around the park. Something really simple, really mild riding, nothing extreme for this EUC. Another thing I was concerned about is the tyre. Because it's quite a bespoke, unique tyre, is this kind of locked to just this EUC? Now you can actually replace this tyre. So Kingsong do offer a replacement for this EUC. So if you need to change the kind of tyre and it's worn out, you can do that as well. So you're not locked into, when this eventually wears out with a load of riding, you're not locked into kind of buying a brand new EUC. It's got a really nice solid aluminium frame, so it's really nice and strongly built. So this thing is designed to take a bit of a battering because, you know, it's not going to be the easiest thing to learn. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take this out and see if I can ride this absolutely crazy EUC. So let's get us straight to some ride footage.
Gonna get over the road. Let's go. Right. Speed demon. Go.
So as you can see, this thing is really not easy to ride. I really struggled with this, but like I said earlier in the video, I think this is mostly for like for children or young people, or really kind of light people. Me, over 100 kgs, really struggled riding this thing, and it is just for novelty and it is just for fun. So I would treat this EUC as the same demographic as something like a hoverboard or something like a fun kind of PEV, not really legitimate transport. I wouldn't want to ride to work in something like this, but if you want to have like a novelty, go to the park, buy something for your children, just something a little bit silly, something a little bit fun, then this might be the way to go. So if you're interested in getting one of these yourself, I'll put a link to E-Rides. Well, thank you so much for having me down to feature this absolutely bonkers, I'm going to claim it now, BEUC. So there's the summary of the Kingsong S9. So if you found this informative, please drop a like and comment, would you ride something like this? And what else kind of crazy PEV thing can we think of that you could ride and turn into some kind of e-mobility? Absolutely insane. Anyway, so stay to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more content. Comes out on a regular basis, and I'll see you lovely people on the next one. Peace.